Mississippi State Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And Reese, obviously you were talking about this guy earlier, and listen, you don't have to overthink this thing on offense, right? Just get our best playmaker the football as often as we can. And there you do a really good job of pushing it down the field. They find the matchup they wanted, David, and right out of the gate, it's an explosive play on offense.
Well, and we were so interested in talking about the matchup of this football game. Could they cover this guy? Or do they have to start doing something different, whether it's double teams, whatever they're looking to try to accomplish? So far, it's not a surprise the offense won. Now, defensively, what's going to be my answer? Because I can't let that guy beat me for a full football game.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Sellers makes the catch. It's Tuggle. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Clark Bothwell. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end now in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fourth down, Sellers. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Right back to him on the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now here's Sellers. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it, obviously.
But, and he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news?
Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Here comes the hurry up.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Runs through the tackle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sellers. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quick completion on the out route. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. Spins away from the defender. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to Fluff. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Using the quick game. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's the give to Bothwell. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback Keith. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Taylor wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And it's a sack. The Gamecocks been the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Sellers. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the right. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Stanford Cardinal.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Bluff pop well again. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Taylor wants to throw. Lets it fly. And the third down pass is incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Running inside, it's McAllister. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sellers. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it down the field.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Might be calling a hot route. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking to throw. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Throwing, Sellers. Looking left. This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Got his man. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hands it off on the counter. Maybe a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's McAllister. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pluck Bothwell. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40. They'll run it on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go play action with Sellers. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. As we head into the 4th quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the 2 backs stack up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Clark. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wide open downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He might want another play. Here's Sellers to throw. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Might as well stick with him. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start